Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Is this thing on? Waiting for these notifications to go out. What's up with everybody? Yes. It is I. How is someone leaving a comment but it says 0 people are watching? Hey YouTube, you gotta get this shit together, man. People leaving comments but there's 0 people watching. It makes no sense. Smash the like button as you guys get in. What's up, Ego? Big fan. Thank you. We working, people. Business brains. We here. Oh, yeah. We up in this. It's back to business as usual. I'm back at home. I had fun in LA. Listen. Jorge, what's up? He said, what's good? I got a lot to talk about. Jer's in the building. I literally just got back. This traveling can be exhausting. I'm not like physically tired so much. More mentally, like just carrying bags. Southwest had us on some bullshit. They boarded us on the plane and then they said, oh, we were not going to be able to leave for 35 minutes to an hour. And then they came back and they're like, oh, we got to switch planes. So they had us all, after we were all buckled up and on the plane, they had everybody leave the plane and then go to a whole nother gate. This shit was crazy. Where my party people at? I know y'all can't be asleep that quick. Maybe I should have did a stream for tomorrow. Man, I just want to talk, man. I just got back to the crib. What's up, man? Do you think Triple G cherry picked this fight? LOL. I mean, you can answer that. I mean, was it? Listen, oh my gosh. Shout out to New Media, Eagle Army. I told y'all, West Side, we stay winning. We keep winning. Listen to what is being said, and then listen to what happens in reality. More often than not. You know what I mean? I told you this whole Triple G, Vanes Matarosen. I gave you the specific reasons why I don't think this was the best fight, it was going to be the best showing. And people said, oh, Ego, you're hating on Triple G. You're hating on Gennady, right? And just as I predicted, now you guys see exactly why I said what I said. Once again, shout out to Kennedy Linder, shooter in the building. Get the strap. Once again, these young boys can't beat me. These motherfuckers is getting slaughtered. Because listen to who says what and when they say it, and then you tell me what comes true. I told you, the whole Golovkin, I didn't even have a chance to listen. I really went to LA for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? I spent money. I was in a nice hotel, you know what I mean, for 4 or 5 days. So I spent money, but you know what I mean? I was just out there chilling. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even go to the press conference. You know what I mean? Because I already knew what type of fight it is. California is my state, you know what I mean? My backyard. So I was just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Mix a little business pleasure. It's always a good time out in LA. And I went. But like I said, look at who says what, man. Oh, you're hating on Triple G. They said I'm hating, and then when it plays out exactly like I said it would, then all of a sudden there's nobody coming and be like, hey, you were right, Ego. All the motherfuckers that said I was hating, why don't they show up and be like, oh, I see what you were talking about, dog. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. I don't need pats on the back from haters. 'Cause they backstabbers. Like, listen, Triple G, Vondas Martirosyan, props to Vondas. I mean, it's like Mike Tyson told you this in the fucking 80s. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Like, you know what I mean? Vondas Martirosyan, everyone has a plan. And, like, but there's Golovkin's a good fighter. There's a reason that active guys who are actual middleweights, you know what I mean? They have to be careful. Like, you've seen Canelo on his bicycle more than we've seen him on his bike with other people. There's a reason. There's a reason for that. Because Golovkin is strong. He's a good fighter. He knows how to topple you with a lot of pressure. Peter Quillen calls it a presence. Just stays on top of you. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? There's a reason for that. Vondas Martirosyan, he made good with what he said about the whole Mexican style, but he also got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? In the second round. Kell Brook, in fact, did better than Vondas Martirosyan. So obviously, that wasn't the proper game plan to go up being the smaller guy. Just because you're taller, that don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Because Nonito Donaire broke Jeffrey Matabula's jaw in like the 122 pound division or whatever it was, and he was like 6'1". You know what I mean? So height don't really matter. You know what I mean? Sergio Martinez is shorter than Paul Williams, but you've seen what happened in the rematch. So, you know what I mean? It was like, you give him props for, like I said, taking the fight. Vondas, that is, for taking the fight and staying true to his word about like trying to make it a fight. He did buzz Triple G a little bit at the first round. I gave round 1 to Vondas, but I really think I think it was like gonna be a filler round. Triple G was gonna like maybe try to carry Vondas Martirosyan a little bit, but Vondas was coming out swinging and he landed that cool sequence. So Golovkin was like, fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? The gloves are off type of thing. And he just went ham and just, he did the same thing with Kell Brook. You know what I mean? Kell Brook had that good second round and he was just like, he came out like hell, I think in round 3. You know what I mean? Trying to like, but the difference is Kell Brook has a better defense, so he was slipping, barely evading some of them punches and stuff. But Golovkin did the same thing where he just like, oh, I'm gonna bomb this dude out of here. I'm just gonna be reckless. I'm just gonna be whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this guy out. He's not gonna be able to tolerate this. You know what I mean? And then that's what happened. So, props to Golovkin for the win, but. Man, there's so much to talk about, but remember who said what? I'm loving it. I'm loving it like McDonald's. I really do. Half of it, like, listen, there was a bunch of channels that it's like they were purposely trying to say the opposite of what new media was saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do a video and then they'll say the complete opposite. But now, fast forward to the future, you see what channels are doing what. You see what channels are going to fights. You see what channels are still getting views. What channels are still getting likes and good viewership and super chats and whatever is important to you or the success of a YouTube channel. Some of these motherfuckers don't even make videos. And I plan for this. If you're not in this game speaking real, this was the outcome that was going to happen to you. New media is slaughtering all that. We came to fully eradicate our foes. You know what I mean? And it's not just, oh, you disagree with us, so, you know what I mean, you the enemy. Boxing is, there's enough room for good opinions. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who purposely spew bullshit that they know they can't back up. They know they couldn't explain in the hot seat. That type of dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, we could do a hot seat right now. I just got back, but I had to touch down with y'all. I had to tap in with the community because I've been ripping and running. Like I said, I was in LA. It was kind of like a vacation. I went to the media obligation stuff, but I was at the beach too, as you guys see in that Boxingego Fight Nights video that I did. You know what I'm saying? Boxingego paving the way for up and comers. Salute, man. I know. See, this is a lot of people steal from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Copy little shit, and they be hating too. Like, how you gonna hate on somebody you want to be like? You know what I mean? That you copy from. I see it. I see little stuff little stuff I be doing, and all of a sudden they do their shit like that. But whatever, man. All I know is we speaking that good gospel. The army is getting stronger, and just listen to what people say, people. That's it. Listen to what people say. See, someone says, yeah, they do. I know they do. I know. I see it. Sometimes I see like a thumbnail on YouTube on my homepage. I'm like, is that my shit? And it's not even my shit. It's somebody else who's trying to do their thumbnails like me. I'm like, damn, motherfucker, like no shame, just really trying to out here copying. Like you trying to make your thumbnails look like my thumbnails. Like, yeah, I'm gonna trick them into thinking this Boxingego channel. Like, damn, I never been like that. I don't go out here. We set the trends. We don't follow them. Like, you know what I mean? I be on my own shit. I'm not trying to be like nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't start doing impersonations and impressions because other motherfuckers was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do ego eye candy or none of that shit that we do here. The tail of the tape. You know what I mean? We got stuff. We got classic. Just like check out my new shit, Boxingego Fight Nights. It's like deleted scenes, bonus footage. Just the stuff. I want to bring you guys as close to the fight as possible. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't get tickets to go everywhere. So I want to show you what goes down on fight nights. You know what I mean? So peep out. That is gonna be called BE Fight Nights or Boxingego Fight Night, whatever, man. Now, let's do a quick roll call because I'm ready. I'm drinking coffee on the late night because I don't give a fuck. I just got back in town, back in the Bay. Yee. Let's do a quick roll call. Smash the like button too. We gotta get them views up and the likes up. Ain't shit free. Waco, Texas in the building. Let's do the roll call quick because I got a lot I want to say. Shout out to Toledo and Oakland. Hey, 757 Newport News. Best producer of athletes. Shout out to Vallejo, California, 707. Say it backwards. H-Town in the fucking house. Tucson. Smash the like button. Silmar, California. Long Beach, Cambodia Town. Houston, Texas. Vegas. Pennsylvania. Okay. That sounds like something Cassie would say. Hey, man, it's the rap version of Bernard Hopkins. Pennsylvania. It's Cassidy. St. Petersburg, Florida is hot as fuck down. Yeah, Florida got that humid shit. Like you shower and you go outside, you feel like musty and shit. Like, damn. I've only been out here for like 5 minutes. Sacktown, Sacramento, Macramento, Brooklyn, shout out to Brooklyn, BX, New York, San Andreas. We ain't talking about no earthquakes, but there might be an earthquake on this channel. I'm gonna see if I can bait some of these motherfuckers into a hot seat, but it's on the late night. This is really a vampire stream, but I ran out of room. Shout out to Houston, Texas, gang. Denver, gang. All right, let's go, because I want to talk about this. Shout out to Frisco, man. You already know, man. Frisco, home of the players and the Max. Shout out to Hunters Point. Shout out to Frisco, Mission, all that. You feel me? Hold on, one time for the Bay. Y'all know about this Bay Area life. So, listen, we have to cut to the chase. Triple G did what he was supposed to do with Vanes Martirosyan. I didn't even really make a post-fight video. Like I said, I was kind of on vacation in LA. I went to, you know what I mean, some stuff, the weigh-in and all that, but I was kind of chilling. You know what I mean? I had a great time too. Sometimes you gotta just do that, just kick back and enjoy it. Triple G did what he's supposed to do. There's a lot of sorry, somebody's comment made me laugh. Hey Kitty, you a fool. Listen. We could do a hot seat right now. Man, you a cat then? I'm a cat. What? Listen. This whole Triple G shit is funny to me. He's a good fighter. He's strong. But people, when you mention Triple G, some of the radical fans, they act like you insulted, like you slapped their mama or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like not even realistic. You know what I mean? What people are saying. Like it's crazy. It's utterly crazy and nonsense. When you mention it, they act like Triple G is like you talking about the Pope or something. At least boxing fans. And I don't know if it's like he's the last savior that the casuals have, and you know what I mean. They want y'all still got Lomachenko and some other people. You know what I mean? So like I don't get it. It's like you can't say shit. But this is how you know New Media and Ego's Army is strong and we work it. I promise you, because it's so easy to see what is being said and what's real. Like I did a video about Triple G and what his trainer said, which we're going to talk about what Abel Sanchez said. And a ton of people agreed. Let's just be real. A ton of people agreed with what I was saying. But there were some detractors, some disagreements. But I want you guys as fans, pure fans, fuck if you like my channel, fuck if you don't like me, just as if you're a real motherfucker, if you're a real person, as a fan, read the comments that are disagreeing with me and tell me that they're proving me wrong, correcting my mistakes, or giving a better explanation than I did in the video. Basically saying something that makes a lot more sense than what I said. Because the comments were directed at me. Oh, Ego, you been a Triple G hater. You fucking hate Triple G. What are you talking about? Why would I hate that, man? Listen, I spent racks going out to LA. Hotels and all, you know what I mean, Ubers and all this shit. Plane tickets. If I hate him, I definitely would have saved my money. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing to me, but I'm real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be transparent with my audience. See, I didn't get this far in the game to switch up now and to start being fake and to start like not voicing my real opinion. You know what I'm saying? But just read the comments. They're oh, Ego, you dumb fuck. Your channel sucks. How do you have followers? That's how you know when they hate. When they say, how do you even have a following? So you're acknowledging that I have a following, but you just can't believe it. You can't fucking believe it. It hurts your heart. Because all your little casual channels done folded and went under like fucking Mervin's. And it just, I know it has to kill you. Like, fuck, Boxingego's still here. He's still making videos. Some dude said something like, he was like, yeah, I seen your ugly ass. First of all, you're a dude calling another man ugly, but whatever. He said, I seen your ugly ass at the Triple G fight. And it was not a pretty sight. What? What dude would say that about another dude? What dude would say, I seen your ugly ass and it was not a pretty sight? And if you had so much to say, I'm a real person. Like, why, if you seen me at the fight, why didn't you, if you had this big issue, why didn't you say something to me then? Why wait until you get back to the internet? Like, some of y'all are some fucking clowns, like straight up. That's like clownery right there. Oh yeah, I seen your fucking ugly ass. So you had so much to say, you wait till I leave LA to say it, you know what I mean? And I'm not no tough guy, I don't go around looking for issue, but I'm just saying, for where I'm from, that don't really make sense. And then, once again, why would you be talking about a dude's looks? So, he said it wasn't a pretty sight. Go look, the comments on there. He said, yeah, I seen your ugly ass at the fight, it wasn't a pretty sight. What? So you prefer to look at Dan Rayfield or somebody. He cute to you. And I'm just ugly, okay. Like, whatever. But anyway, back to Triple G Vonis. I mean, we knew it. We knew what it was, man. He expects to see cute dudes. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Ego too fucking ugly. I don't pay attention to his channel. I like to get my boxing news from cute niggas. I want the motherfucker to look cute. Look at him. Don't be telling me about Charlo's next fight unless you cute, motherfucker. And you better be a lion only in the bed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Shut up. Y'all sound crazy. Listen, Triple G, it's so funny. It is funny. Hit the like button. Oh my God, it's so funny how like the protection squad, there's a lot of protection agencies, and Triple G definitely got one with his fan base. It's like somebody, this is their argument. I pray, listen, don't you say ego careful. I'm from the Bay. I have my head on a swivel. So if somebody's stalking me or some other shit, then we'll see. We'll see if it plays out how you expect it to. Anyway, listen, people. Triple G, like, I pray. Listen to me, people. I hope somebody is bold enough to argue this right now in the hot seat. I promise you, you will get slaughtered in this argument. Their argument, and let's see where the real cowards are and the real chickens are. Let's see if they stand up, and let's see when they step up, right? Because I'll step up like Channing Tatum, you know what I'm saying? I'll step up. That ain't no issue. Some guy in the comment section was arguing with me. Yeah, but Triple G knocked out Vanes Martirosyan. Jermell Charlo, Andrade, and Lada couldn't knock him out. Is that really your talk? Does anybody want to argue that as a quality argument? Because Triple G knocked out Vanes Martirosyan in 2 years versus these other top names, Andrade, Lada, and Jermell didn't knock him out. Come on, man. Y'all fucking with the Dawn. I'm the Dawn of this shit. If that's your argument, then you might as well just pack it up. You know what I mean? Just how LeBron just sent Drake's team away, you getting swept. I promise you that. It was like, I hope, that's what I'm saying. I hope nobody's even trying to argue that dumb shit. But once again, this is where they show up. They show up in the comment section when I can't respond to it. But here, I'm right here, right now, on the live where we could talk about it. So if that's your talking point, let's discuss it. But we will discuss it in the hot seat. Oh my gosh. Giving quality for life is my friend. Shout out to the Army, man. He said no context. Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it. No context. Everything in this boxing game, you have to put it into some kind of context or perspective. If you don't, then anything sounds like remarkable. That's like me saying Rustico Torrecampo is better than Juan Manuel Marquez because Rustico knocked out Pacquiao before Marquez. Get the fuck out of here. What kind of, like, that's a horrible standpoint. Juan Manuel Marquez has done a whole hell of a lot more than Rustico Torrecampo. But once again, this is what casuals do. They listen to other people and they have these like strongman, weak ass arguments. If anyone wants to argue that Rustico Torrecampo, who ain't done nothing other than knock out Pacquiao early in his career, is better than Marquez, then you should join this buster who is trying to argue with Vanes Martirosyan. You gotta, like my man Quality says, that's a great name. We about quality. We need quality with these arguments. And the thing is, you have to put that in perspective. Vanes Martirosyan was on like a 23-month, 24-month layoff. 2-year layoff, coming off of a loss, and he was moving up in weight. Shout out to Kobe Canis, top 5 boxers of all time, $5 super chat. Listen, Vanes Martirosyan was coming off a layoff and a loss, and he had a beef with Al Heyman, so he left him, and he had a new promotional deal, his first fight, I believe, with Don King. So you never know how I don't know the behind the scenes, if what Don King does for his fighters versus his old situation. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's just a multitude. It was always an uphill battle for Vanes Martirosyan, which is why people were like, man, I'll settle for Derevyanchenko or Boo Boo Andrade. You know what I mean? The real good would be Charlo or Daniel Jacobs if you can pull them from their fights. You get what I'm saying? But Triple G's team could have went. The greatness would be move up and wait and fight Gilberto Soto Ramirez, champion undefeated, on Cinco de Mayo weekend. So that would have made business sense too. But that's another division, fine, okay. But even in your division, Daniel Jacobs and Charlo, that would have been like a hell of a replacement and recovery fight. Kind of like Broner, when he's not fighting Omar Figueroa, he decided to fight Jesse Vargas, right? Who I talked to over the weekend. Like that's a equally or greater tough fight, and that's why it resulted in a draw. You get what I'm saying? And then on the other side, he could have went with non-champions like mandatory Derevyanchenko or Demetrius Andrade. They said they'd be available. Even Billy Joe Saunders is a champion. He just said he couldn't be available May 5th. Why is it so important for a non-Mexican to fight on the Mexican date Cinco de Mayo weekend with a minimal fight? You know what I mean? A minimalist fight. Why is that so important? I understand going through a training camp, but shit happens. Why not fight Billy Joe Saunders 2-3 months later? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Triple G's team picked that as to not mess up the money and put him in too difficult of a fight, or a fight where he wasn't going to look spectacular. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers running around, it's so predictable. Old media, old casuals, all these old motherfuckers, what they do is super predictable. You put Pacquiao in there with Pacquiao, someone who's supposed to be tailor-made for Pacquiao, he's going to look great. You put him in there with Mayweather, then he looks old. You see how that works? Oh, Mayweather. I mean, Pacquiao, he just looks so old. He's actually his age. He's the same fucking guy. But you put him in there with quality, someone, the echelon of Mayweather, that's how he's going to look at whatever age, right? Same thing with Triple G. You put him in there with the guy who didn't look like he was in crazy shape, 2-year layoff, coming off a loss, and moving up in weight. Guess what? He's going to get that sensational knockout. Shout out to TC, the Crisis, $5 super chat. I never understand how you report clear facts and they still dislike and argue against facts. Just don't get it. Keep up the hard work, though. Shout out to TC. It's not about that. It's just about emotion, and it's about they don't care that I'm speaking facts. They don't care that they can't refute it. It's this is who resonates with me, or I'm of the same race, or I want this guy to win, and national heritage and all these other factors. And I don't want to see these guys in the black channel, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, that's what it's about. It has little to do with, and I understood that a long time ago, it has little to do with me being wrong. You know what I mean? Half of the motherfuckers, oh, you're fucking super biased, bro. You're racially biased. But you ain't telling me anything that I said was racist. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're a racist. You only like black fighters. There's a lot of good black fighters. Deal with it. I don't give a fuck. How's that my fault? Shout out to Kobe Canis, $2 super chat. I don't know shit about boxing. So you paid money to just say that, but shout out to you, man. Listen. Hey, Julio Sanchez, you might want to slow your roll because everyone keeps mentioning your name. I might have to put you in the hot seat. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's got the Army concerned. So you might want to slow that up because you will be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen. You hear me? Anyway, some of y'all coming up with the worst talking point. Oh yeah, bud. Nobody's done that to Vanes Martirosyan. Okay, he didn't fight nobody outside of the 54-pound division. Put the same Vanes in there with Jermall Charlo. Okay, let's vote right now. If Vanes Martirosyan, under the same exact set of circumstances, 2-year layoff, coming off a loss to Erislandy Lara, has a new promoter in Don King, got the fight on 2 weeks notice when Jermall was training for a tough fight, right? All the same attributes, the same situational things. Who wins? Jermall Charlo at 160 or Vanes Martirosyan at 160? Same exact setup. Lions only or nightmares only. Who wins? Who wins? I want to know. If under the same situational things, Hey, block Negan. I don't even know what the fucking Negan is, but he's talking about Vanes would have beat the bigger Charlo. Hey, block Julio Sanchez and block Negan. Shooters, get on it. Get on their heads. Julio Sanchez and Negan. Block them both. We gotta clean up this chat. I'm back in town. The sheriff's back. I ain't playing no games with these boys. That's what I'm saying. And Demetrius Andrade, I would say him, but he already beat Vanes Martirosyan when Vanes Martirosyan was a champion. So I would favor him. He's at least been active, and he at least got one in at 160. You know what I'm saying? Derevyanchenko would probably beat Vanes Martirosyan under the same situation. Billy Joe Saunders, he just fought David Lemieux and looked spectacular in December. He would probably, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a shade to Vanes Martirosyan. I met the dude, took a picture with him, but I'm talking about it's the situation. He minimal time to prepare, move up and wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sound crazy. Y'all sound crazy. And then their whole argument is, oh, but nobody stopped Vanes. Nobody was able to stop Vanes. That's your talking point. Listen. But wait, there's more. Nobody was able to stop Vanes. But nobody could stop him. But wait, there's more. Oh my God. But nobody could stop Vanes. What did Lil Wayne say? I hit niggas in the head like Vanes. These motherfuckers sound horrible. Nobody could, but nobody could stop Vanes. But nobody could stop me. Like, shut your simple ass up. Fuck you mean. I'm not playing with y'all boys, man. Listen, here I'm the king of analogies. Let me get one for y'all. Want this work? I'm in my bag today. Y'all want this analogy? We're gonna do this like battle rap. If y'all want, nobody stop Vanes. Nobody. If y'all want, I like Gilberto Ramirez. Listen, I'm not tripping. I'm real. That's why the fans respect me. I'm the people's champ. People taking pictures of me, all type of stuff. I got one of them on camera in that fight night video. But anyway, listen. If y'all want this work, I'm gonna bring up a analogy for you guys. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? That's all I need. Nobody could stop. I'll counter that right now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Watch this counter. Can I get a hell yeah from the congregation? Motherfucker talking about nobody could stop Vanes. I just started watching it. I thought Ego had gone crazy. I am crazy, but you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Triple G. I don't give a fuck about Charlo. I don't give a fuck about myself. Look, I ain't shit and I ain't never gonna be shit. And you less of a man than me. Sorry, that was my acting monologue. Alright, listen. Y'all want that work? Let's get it. Okay. People like keep saying this. Nobody stopped Vanes. Lara, Andrade, and whoever else they said. Who else did Vanes fight? Oh, Jermell Charlo. Listen, when Vanes fought Jermell, it was before he was even a champion, if I'm not mistaken. Demetrius Andrade, that was his first big step up outside of the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So who cares, right? Lara has a certain style where he didn't stop Delvin Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna just beat your ass and win. You know what I mean? Anyway, aside from that, you got to look at the context. You got to look at the whole parameters, all the parameters, right? That's like me saying, I told y'all I'm the king of analogies. I got one for y'all. Ruslan Provodnikov hasn't fought in a long time, right? I think his last fight might have been John Molina Jr., whenever that was. So I know it's been over a year. If Floyd Mayweather, or no, we'll say Errol Spence, because Floyd's just great, you know what I'm saying? We'll say Errol Spence. If Errol Spence just fought Ruslan Provodnikov coming off this extended layoff, moving up where and this is not even 100% because Ruslan has actually showed power and fought at 47 before, but he's also fought at 40. So we'll still use him for this example. But my point being, a very active, strong guy like Errol Spence, how much credit would you give Errol Spence if tomorrow, or let's say June when he's fighting, let's say he wasn't fighting Ocampo. Let's say that fight was Ruslan Provodnikov on a 2-3 week notice because Ocampo got the flu, right? And then they call, hey Ruslan, he's like, oh yeah, I'm eating moose liver, I'll be there, right? And they call Ruslan Provodnikov. How much credit would you give Errol Spence Jr. if he stopped Ruslan? Now, keep in mind, Ruslan hasn't been stopped. He sparred with Pacquiao. He fought Tim Bradley, didn't stop him. Lucas Matisse got power and didn't stop him. So we'll use a black fighter, the Black Channel. So how much credit would you give the Black Channel? How much credit would you give the black fighter Errol Spence Jr.? Just answer that. If he stopped that version of Ruslan Provodnikov. And again, keep in mind, Ruslan's actually fought at welterweight, and he was melting Bradley. So he's actually at least showed power. Whereas Vanes Martirosyan in this situation and this comparison has not done anything at 160. You see how it's crickets? Shout out to No. Exactly. Just like your name, No. They ain't got no work for me. They had no answers. The Black Channel. You know what I'm saying? How much credit would you give Errol Spence for stopping Ruslan? He's never been stopped. Yeah, but he never got stopped at 140. You know what I'm saying? Or 147. So this analogy is actually a better situational analogy, you know what I mean, than the Vanes, because like I said, Ruslan has at least showed power at 47. How much credit would you give that man Errol Spence? So you mean to tell me if Ruslan Provodnikov, they pulled him out of retirement or wherever he's been doing, gave him 2 to 3 weeks to prepare, he had power in his previous divisions, or last time we seen him. If Errol Spence Jr. beat the brakes off him and stopped him in the second or third round, you'd be like, whoa, man down. Man, I don't know why I said it like Christopher Walken. Man down, your father, he'd be damned if Ruslan. I don't know why I was sounding like Christopher Walken. Hey guys, I said man down. Your father, he'd be damned if you had to watch. Oh my god, I do so many voices I just like morph into certain other motherfuckers. I was watching Errol and he knocked him down, man down. Your father, he'd be damned. The goddamn getting good. He'd be damned if you had to watch. So, how many of you guys would give Errol any type of credit? Listen. I put on my pants the same way. Hey, how much cowbell? Listen, y'all motherfuckers is hiding now. How much cowbell would you give Errol if he knocked him? He knocked him senseless. How much? I'm gonna do my whole streams like this. So how much cowbell would you give Errol if he man down him? Shout out to my dude Walking, man. I'm walking all over y'all motherfuckers because I know y'all can't compete. His man down, he's in Dallas. Ruslan, he got destroyed. The dogs weren't eating sirloin. Oh. Shout out to I'm the king of New York. Like Christopher Walken. How come you never seen me? You never came to see me. Lawrence Fishburne was like, who wanted to see you in the cage, man? You never You never trying to see me when I was in jail. Remember Walking in True Romance? Hell yeah, that's my movie. Oh my gosh. What do you call him? A cantaloupe or some shit? He was tripping. See, enough with the jokes, folks. So, guys, I have a question. I have a question for you guys. True Romance is a shit. I remember Drexel. That's my favorite character in that whole movie. Where the fuck is that bitch? She's with me. Who the fuck are you? I'm her husband. No thanks. What that mean? I think you too scared to be. Man, that TV over there has been a woman with her breasts hanging out. You didn't even bother to look. You just been looking. Yeah, I know I'm pretty, but I ain't as pretty as a couple. Listen, someone said the prophecy. I'm done. Y'all naming these walk-in classic. Hey TC, thank you. He gave me a super chat. $2. A $2 holla. Spence vs. Chocolatito. I'm done. Listen, why is no one answering my question? Hey, you guys, how come no one's answering the question? How much credit? How much how much credit would you give Errol Spence Jr. if he yep, and he stopped Ruslan Provodnikov? Same situation. Ruslan had 2-3 weeks to prepare, right? He's off the couch. All right, Jesse's in the hot seat. Y'all playing games? Okay. So you give Errol Spence 100% credit if he knocked Ruslan out off a 2-year layoff. Explain why. Jesse R. Why would you give him 100% credit? Jesse R, I'm about to catch his body. He talking about he give him 100% credit. Don't try to back off the blocks now. You in here now. You in this hot seat. I'm not playing games. Y'all putting false answers just to be smart asses. Okay. You in the hot seat now. So why would you give this man 100% credit when people don't even give him 100% credit for beating a champion that hadn't lost at welterweight in Kell Brook? You know what I mean? Because they say, oh, Golovkin beat Kell Brook first. And because of his eye, what Golovkin did to it. So all of a sudden, he could fight a motherfucker who hasn't spent his whole career at 47, lost to John Molina. That motherfucker, I like Ruslan. He follows me on Instagram, but he got outboxed by John Molina. And he lost to Matisse. And he lost to Tim Bradley. So you explain why you would give him credit. You see how Jesse R just disappeared? Hey, shooters, y'all gotta approve these comments because I'm looking. I got someone in the hot seat. Someone said Jesse R equals Jesse Rand. Put Jesse on the timer. I'm gonna teach y'all to play games in my chats. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not here to play games. Like we have fun. I was doing the walking and all that, but when you're trying to mess up these votes and polls and stuff, knowing you don't mean that, no, we're not having all that. Because you just create, like Pac said at the beginning of my Ego Valley videos, they're only here to cause distractions. You know what I mean? They just try to distract you from what's really happening. And we're not about that. Y'all can count faster because I know he's not coming back. What did Keanu Reeves say in Point Break? We'll get him when he comes back. He's not coming back. Count faster. He ain't coming back. And if he is, he can hurry up and respond. 10, 9, 8. Come on, sing it with me. Y'all motherfuckers is lying. You know how I know you're lying? Because there's the fighters, especially black fighters, like Deontay Wilder. He don't get credit if he fights Gerald Washington when he's undefeated. He don't get credit for knocking out Spilka. You know what I mean? Oh, Brian Jennings knocked out Spilka. You know what I mean? He don't get credit for Luis Ortiz. Oh, he was old. You know what I mean? So y'all motherfuckers is lying because you're not even giving people credit for anything, especially when they black. You know what I mean? Especially certain black fighters. You're not even giving them credit for like notable thing. Like like I said, Luis Ortiz. Some people are really taking that away. Oh, Luis Ortiz was 1,007 years old and all this extra shit. So you mean to tell me you're going to give Errol Spence credit for beating a Ruslan Provodnikov, who's very short for the division, and coming off the couch with only 2 weeks to prepare? Stop it. Shout out to Wrench Mafia. Clapped him. Clapped him. Yeah, see? You see how they just do them drive-bys? They just leave a quick comment and bounce. Blocked L. Anyway, he out of here. Yeah, but people are saying, like, you got to improve your argument. People talking about, oh, but Triple G knocked him. Like, Triple Z, he looked sharp. He looked accurate. But I got a better question. His own promoter says he didn't look that sharp like he looked that night versus Daniel Jacobs. He literally said this post-fight. He didn't look that sharp versus Canelo or Jacobs, probably because their style and they were only there to survive. Well, not everyone wants to get knocked out in the second round and embarrassed. So who cares? You know what I mean? Nobody's trying to. Who wants to get knocked out? You know what I'm saying? So if that's surviving or whatever, and arguably beating Triple G was the outcome amongst fans, because Canelo got a draw. I thought Jacobs beat Triple G. You know what I'm saying? So if that's only surviving, then yeah, I would rather be the guy that survived as opposed to the guy that got knocked out. Listen, I was at the hotel where the fighters were at after the fight. I didn't even go to the press conference. Vanes Martirosyan, he came and I took a picture with him and everything. They were playing. They had like 100-inch TV in the bar, right? And Vanes Martirosyan, they start playing the Golovkin knockout on this big ass TV in the lounge, and I see Vanes Martirosyan kind of like looking back, and everyone's like, "Oh," like, you know what I mean, just watching it. And it's crazy because the person who's getting knocked out on the screen was actually, I was there, and he was just kind of looking. You know what I mean? I felt bad for him. You know what I mean? Cause I'm not trying to see my shit on the IMAX Dolby Digital Avengers Infinity War ass screen. You know what I'm saying? Thanos beat my ass like the Hulk. I don't want to see that. So I actually felt bad for him. But I mean, I don't fault Vanes for doing. He did what he tried. You know what I mean? He tried. There's no shame in that. Look. So, all my stories check out. I don't got a front for the cameras. So anyway, yeah, man, like, the better question is this. Instead of saying, oh, he looks so sensational and he looks so sharp, you gotta ask yourself, from Kell Brook to Canelo, so Kell Brook, Danny Jacobs, and Canelo, why didn't he look like that versus any of them? Even Kell Brook, even though he got the stoppage. That was a 5th round stoppage, and it was a corner stoppage, and it was an injury stoppage. Which, you know what I mean, it's a fair stoppage or whatever. They didn't want his eye to get worse or him to get blind, cool. But in none of those fights did he look like that. You know what I'm saying? Ego, it looked like you had a blast here in LA. Man, I had a great time. California's my state, so it feels comfortable. I love everything about LA. Food, women, weather. Only thing I don't love is the traffic, but yeah, it's because styles make fights. Like I said, Kell Brook didn't even have, he was in the same boat in terms of he didn't have experience at 160, but his style was able to get him to go more rounds. He has a better defense, and he wasn't as inactive as Vanes. You know what I'm saying? So those couple things made for a difference. LA has the best escorts. Yeah, I don't have to. I'm a YouTuber. You know, I don't have to really pay for none of that. But that's what's up. Anyway, motherfuckers. Yeah, hey, you Bill Cosby? Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah, they got the best girls that let you slip shit in their drink. Y'all, you on that Me Too shit. Count me out of that. That ain't me. I don't need to do all that. I'd like to put the pill at the drink with the bitch. Doll. Hey, we got Bill Cosby in the fucking crowd here. LA got the best prostitutes. Just let me put the pudding pop in the booty hole. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? So say you a trick. I would like to talk to her about putting the pudding pop up in the butt. I put the butt in so sweet, chocolatey, touching her nipple. Like, hey, bro. Hey, Bill Cosby, you know how I know he did it? I don't know if he did it, but one of the things that made me do it, because he got that same shit OJ be doing. Remember when Jamie Foxx was talking about that killer walk OJ be doing? Bill Cosby was walking to court and he's playing games. He was like looking hella crazy. Like, y'all gotta watch it. Like, he acting like he on the Cosby show. He's like, motherfucker, you going to jail. They trying to give you like 30 to life and shit. You playing games and shit. The pudding, good. Foot in the goo. Like, hey, bro, you gotta chill. I ain't never went to court like that. I ain't playing no games. I be having my Kirk Franklin ass tie on. Put your hands together. Stop. Good God, y'all. Like, I don't be playing like games at court. You know what I mean? Hell nah. Court is not the spot. It's not the place you want to. Motherfuckers play game. Theo, this is my wife Camille. Like, hey, bro, you better chill. They finna get you. You playing games and shit. Remember when Michael Jackson was facing, like, I'm not trying to laugh because I don't know if he did it. I don't think he did it with the kids. What did Eminem say? I done touched on everything but little boy. That's not a jab at Michael. That's just a metaphor. I'm just a little bit psycho. Right? Michael Jackson was facing a Neverland Ranch case, and then he was in his pajamas, and he was like, start dancing on the car. Like, what? Mike was like, motherfucker was dancing on the car. Give him money. Like, hey, what are you doing? I don't be playing when I go to court like them. Michael, is it just a lie? Motherfucker, is it just a lie? That man. Woo! Michael Jackson was tripping on that car. Y'all gotta watch that. That motherfucker was. He was doing hella extra. But yeah, man. They said Triple G Canelo was gonna be a war. It was a pretty average fight. I liked it. I thought it was cool. They was talking about Hagler Hearns. I don't know about all that. That shit wasn't even Martin versus Tommy Hearns, let alone Hagler Hearns. Remember when Martin was fighting with Tommy Hearns? Yeah, I seen the one where he did the fat Albert. Hey. That's how I know you going to jail. You've already lost all hope because you just playing games and shit now. Send me away to the pit. Put me in the solitude. Like, I'm not trying to laugh at Bill, but how you playing games, bro? Like they try to lock you. You have like 50 different women who are like accusing you of shit. Hey, yo. Look at Bill is a fool. Hold on, watch. Why is it? What the fuck was that? Hold on. Oh my. Why the fuck is this? He's like, take me to court. Like, what the fuck? Why did he do that? Oh my gosh, that was so funny. He just walking to court. Like, this is because he did that in the opening of the Cosby Show. Do like, you know what I mean? His whole family dancing and shit. But this ain't no TV show. Hey, block this corny dude. He said ego Cosby and he's using my picture as his. That was corny. This is how much men are in love with me, which is really weird. He went and downloaded my picture just to put ego Cosby, like, cause I happen to be talking about Cosby. Like, y'all ain't getting no type of cat. If y'all got time to do all that, that's crazy. Hey, shooters, help me approve these comments, though. Shout out to D. $5 super chat. Thank you just for making us laugh. All laugh, my dude. Oh my gosh. That Bill. He's walking. This is not no fucking sitcom intro. You tripping. Anyway, back to Triple G. Hey, shout out to that new Black Murderers row. Because that's what's going on. I've seen other bullshit people talking about, yeah, I think Jamal, like, you can't even say his name, fucking racist. I think Jamal should fight Daniel Jacobs. Danny? Is that what he likes to call himself? Danny? You know what I'm saying? They gotta fight each other. But Golovkin don't have. Someone said they need to do a middleweight like tournament. And they all need to scrap. And then Golovkin gets to fight the winner. So why don't he get to get his hands dirty? You know what I'm saying? So let me get this straight. This is how I know they're running out of options. They're running out of fucking options because they start saying crazy, desperate things. So Daniel Jacobs and Charlo, if they fight, great. It's a great fight. I would support it. But they're both mandatories for Golovkin. So he really should give one of them an opportunity because those are great fights. But obviously, like I said, the new Black Murderers row, if he can't get that, or if one of them can't get that, then they're just like the Black Murderers row. They'll be forced to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Danny ain't soft. I know him personally. He ain't soft. Says the person typing on the internet. Danny is soft, but he fights for a living. What do you do for a living? Listen, I told y'all, don't tell me about no other channels unless they're verified. If they don't have 100,000, literally, I'm gonna just start blocking people. Don't tell me about what no one else is doing. There's a couple qualifications. If they have 100,000 subscribers or better, if they're verified, preferably both, and if they're going to cover fights in different cities. If not, then don't tell me what they're doing. I don't care. Like, when you work so hard, you looking forward. You looking on people on, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I went to a luncheon and Warren Buffett was there, and what's that famous ass Richard? I can't think of his name right now. He has a lot of money though. Richard something. Somebody knows. Shout out to Kobe, another donation, $2. Who's donated most this live stream? What's that dude's Richard dude? Richard Branson, thank you. Yes. So if I go to a luncheon, Warren Buffett's there, Jay-Z, Richard Branson, the guy from Paul Mitchell, right? All these guys. Tesla, what's the Tesla dude? Elon Musk, right? And I'm like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. And I'm like, start dissing them. You think they care about what the fuck I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, they doing all this. You think, what's that, Jack Ma from China? You know what I'm saying? If I go to a luncheon and they do, and I'm just like, oh, you guys suck. Wow. Y'all desperate. I don't even know how y'all know my government name. Some of y'all are real real life stalkers. But that's how you know we popping. They just can't help it and they want to come back. But anyway, the bottom line is like, yeah, if I go there, Elon Musk, and I'm like, you suck. All your Tesla ideas. So, you think he gonna care what I'm talking about? To be honest, no. So I don't know why you guys think I care. Right? Period. Back to Triple G in the new Black Murderers role. It is what it is. And this is the funny thing. Now true intent is starting to be shown a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Christian Boswell, he wasn't saying that to me. The guy came in, you have to unblock him. He wasn't calling me a bitch. Somebody came in with my government name and he was calling that person a bitch. I don't even know if he knows that was my name. So unblock him. The mosquito dude. See, y'all getting confused with these imposters. They're getting blocked. An imposter came in with my government name and said bitch. He responded bitch. So he thought he was calling me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it was. He was calling the imposter a bitch, not me. Joe Smith said, hey, I'm in the video. What video? Which one? All in the video. Come to death row. But yeah, man, this is, like I said, this is the spot where it's going to get real interesting because everything that Team Triple G has campaigned for and said they were about, their true colors will be shown in their next couple of moves. Point blank, period. You guys can try, and this is how I know new media is on the job, because whenever the threats become more real, so do the radical comments, because just like nobody's trying to get caught. I've used this example before. What happens if you are in a house and the lights are off and there's roaches just on the wall and you turn on the lights? They scatter. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they're on to us. You know what I mean? No one wants to get caught. And that's what the radical fans do, because they start saying even more like, now that the pressure's on Triple G to do something, you gotta do something, baby. Right? Now all of a sudden they get even more aggravated and more animated and more over the top with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, Charlo ain't done shit, he's a bum. Like, because now they know it's getting real. And that's when you see, that's what the fear makes them do that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, no matter what you say, you sound dumb. Anything you say, you sound dumb. Charlo don't deserve it. Demetrius Andre talks too much. Derevchenko, what has he done? Because if that is your rule, then apply that to Vanes Martirosyan. Remove Boo Boo Andrade, Jamal Charlo, Danny Jacobs rematch, Derevchenko, Billy Joe Saunders, and whatever you were going to say in that sentence about what has Charlo done, Boo Boo done, X, Y, and Z done, replace that with Vanes Martirosyan. Shout out to Kayvon Brown, $2 super chat. We working Ego Squad up. That's all you have to do, is replace any of those people's names with Vanes Martirosyan. So, Demetrius Andre's he's not done shit. He's been inactive. Okay, Vanes Martirosyan was inactive. What has Charlo done at middleweight? Okay, what's Vanes Martirosyan done at middleweight? Do you guys get what I'm saying? So no matter what, you're trapped, because he just fought again another person from a lighter division. So, what has Charlo really done at middleweight? What did Kell Brook do at middleweight? What did Gabe Rosado do at middleweight? What did Ishida do at middleweight?
What did Proska do at middleweight, even though he was a middleweight? What did Adama do at middleweight? What did Vanes Martirosyan do at middleweight? Didn't I just say that? And so it takes the time. You take something from me, I'm coming to get it back. Now, if you beat me, I say, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get it back. So, like I said, this is how you know the army is strong. Because we force you to think. And you can just easily, I'm telling you, they're only here to cause distraction. People keep saying, like on my video, this is how I know I'm winning. See, y'all not even slick. If y'all really wanted to prove me wrong, you would do just that. You would be like, oh, you lied about this date. Vanes wasn't coming off of a loss. He actually beat Joe Namath, blah, blah, blah. But you know I'm saying fact. So you can't refute that. So what do? They redirect it. Ego, you're a hater. Ego, you're hating on Triple G. You know what I'm saying? But you have yet to tell us what I said that was a lie, what I said that was untrue, or why you disagree. And they don't come to the live chats to tell me that either. They just put it in the videos when the videos can't talk back. Pensacola, we talk tonight. Bay Area, we talk tonight. What are y'all telling me? This is how you know we killing. And they're just scurrying. Oh, you didn't say this when Canelo cheated. What are you talking? I discussed that in detail. I've done plenty of videos about Canelo and my thoughts. So once again, making up shit, lies, ego, you're a hater. It's too easy. Shout out to my man Deron Hearn. We just killing these boys, man. So either way, these dudes are trapped. They're trapped. Charlo never done nothing in middleweight. Okay, what did Rosado do at middleweight? What did Ashita do at middleweight? What did Kell Brook do at middleweight? What did Vanes Martirosyan? All four of them, or whatever the amount of people I just named, off the top of the dome, they all didn't do anything at middleweight. Weren't ranked guys at middleweight. Came from 47 or 54 type shit. And then Vanes, the most recent, was coming off a layoff. These are facts. You know what I mean? So, don't be mad at me. I'm only being real. And I'm not trying to hear good luck. Listen, these dudes are these casual fans are so stupid. You ever remember those jokes? They'd be like yo mama jokes and stuff. They'd be like, yo mama is so fat. And then the crowd would be like, how fat is she? She jumped out of a window and got stuck up. You know what I mean? Like, this is we gonna start doing that. These casuals are so dumb, and when I say that, I want y'all to be like, how dumb are they? And I'm gonna tell you how dumb they are. Deal? These casuals are so dumb. How dumb are they? I'm gonna tell you how dumb they are. Dumb motherfuckers. We run this game. These casuals are so dumb. Craig was like, how dumb? I want to know. Y'all really putting it. Someone said, how dumb are they? That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Oh my God. Y'all are funny as fuck. Everyone's like, how dumb are they? Y'all are funny. Wow. These casuals are so dumb. They don't think about the big picture when they're making it's like they're thinking of it as they go. And they don't think about the end result because they end up trapping themselves. You said, how dumb are they? Let me show you. Here's an example. You just said Golovkin is back. He looks sharp. He looks sensational. Second round knockout. His power is back. Now you're trapped. He looked great. Yep. He looks spectacular. Like Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man. Great. All of that. He looked sharp. Power looked there. Accuracy looked there. Now let's see him fight Charlo. Because he looks so great. Right? Let's see him fight Billy Joe Saunders because he looks so great. See, either way, you're trapped. You guys are trapped. Go up and fight Gilberto Ramirez. He looked powerful. Maybe no one at 160 can take his power. Go fight someone at 68. You know what I mean? So either way, you're trapped. Because in your effort to overly credit him for, without being realistic with the Vanes situation, overly credit him and say, "Oh, he's back. He looks so Golovkin is back. He looks so good." Okay, great. He looks so good. He looks so good. I'm in the mood for Golovkin versus Charlo. That's how good he looked. So either way, these dudes trap themselves and they don't even understand what they just did. Like you're giving some, like Pacquiao will beat Brandon Reed. Oh, he's back. Okay, fight Terrence Crawford. He's back. Okay, I agree with you. He's back. Now fight Terrence Crawford then. No, why should he fight Terrence Crawford? This is how dumb they are. Okay, Triple G, no one could take anything away. I mean, he lost the first round, but he more than made up for it in the second round. So great. Now let's see him fight Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. Because now, if you do all that to them, guys who've been more active, guys with completely different styles, height advantages and style. You know what I mean? One of them at least is a southpaw. I don't know about Derevchenko, but I know Demetrius Andrade is a southpaw. You know what I mean? Charlo has a great jab, so that could be who establishes a jab better. They got youth on their side. You know what I mean? Now, okay, do that to them. Wow. Do that to Derevchenko. Do that to Billy Joe Saunders, how he looked in his last fight with David Lemieux. Now we're talking. But instead, you have the contrary. You have Abel Sanchez, who did an interview, which is on camera. It's on tape. Remember Menace to Society where Kane was like, "Hey, why y'all keep bitching about my tape?" that's Abel Sanchez gonna be like, "Man, why y'all bitching about that tape?" He's on tape and he says, I do not think that we'll ever be undisputed. When did this come? When did this? You said your whole, like, if this was a scare or a worry for you, then why did Team Triple G always say it's about legacy and belts and middleweight history and all this shit? If you knew you weren't gonna get one of the belts because Billy Joe Saunders was scared. Another thing that's inconsistent and doesn't make any fucking sense is Abel Sanchez is now saying that Billy Joe Saunders would never fight him and he'll price himself out. And it's like the realization that the numbers is out for Triple G, or like guys want to fight him now, is kicking in. So it's making different things come out. Because why would you wait till it looks like Billy Joe Saunders would fight you to say he'll never fight you? You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time where it really didn't look like Billy Joe Saunders wanted to fight him. And then people were calling him Billy Ho Saunders, right? But that was some time ago. From what I've seen, Billy Joe Saunders looks like he's at least about that action. So instead of like saying, "Oh, we gonna call this bluff, I'm gonna FaceTime him right now," or "We're gonna negotiate and we'll see what they talking about," Abel's just doing making statements saying that he don't want the fight. But then I'm on Billy Joe Saunders' page. See, the new media is on top of everything. This is Billy Joe Saunders' verified page. You can't deceive the public anymore. Billy Joe Saunders' verified page. A fan, well, actually, shout out to Editing King Boxing, has a popular YouTube. He does like edits and highlights and shit. He did a poll. Who should Triple G fight next? And 81% of the fans voted for, but I mean, his poll only had Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo Alvarez, and Derevchenko. It didn't put Charlo or any black fighter. It looked like he only put those three options. But out of those options, 81% of 1,000 people that voted roughly said Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe on his page retweeted this. As you guys can see, Exhibit A. They tagged Triple G, Frank Warren, Billy Joe Saunders promoter, and Tom Loeffler. And Billy Joe retweeted that, and it was only from 12 hours ago. So why is Abel Sanchez doing interviews immediately after knocking out Vanes Martirosyan, after his fighter knocked out Vanes Martirosyan, saying Billy Joe Saunders don't want their work? But Billy Joe Saunders is retweeting a post that he won that it said give the fans what they want. So that doesn't look like due diligence is being done. Sounds like you're already writing off Billy Joe Saunders as in he's going to price himself out. But if you really do your homework and do your history, they were in negotiations to talk, and Team Triple G allowed Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy and Canelo's side to punk them, for lack of a better word. Because they said, oh, hey, after the Chavez Jr. fight, we're trying to promote. So if you fuck around and fight Billy Joe Saunders, then you ain't getting Canelo. So they stayed back. And then all of a sudden they came out with a story that Triple G was feeling sore from the Jacobs fight, so he's going to sit it out. And then boom, after the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Canelo fight, boom, and Golovkin's walking out, and then they announced the fight. What's funny is new media wasn't told about the Triple G media announcement. For what? What media announcement? So man, y'all gotta smash the like button. I don't know where we're at like-wise, but the Vampire Stream, y'all gotta smash it. So yeah, man, and to me, I said this earlier, and I really believe this, and I stand up for what I believe in. It seems like Abel put that out there, like they have a notion that they might get stripped for not fighting people they're supposed to be fighting. So, for example, they're putting this seed out there. They're planting the seed early about, hey, it's not all about the belts. It's about what's best for Golovkin. That sounds like a motherfucker who knows the IBF is on that ass and trying to make you fight Derevyanchenko, and you may have other plans to fight Canelo, and they might not, because Tom Loeffler and K2 are trying to appeal it some kind of way, from what I heard. They're trying to appeal it so he doesn't have to fight Derevyanchenko next. And try to find some other resolution so they could fight Canelo, presumably. You know what I mean? So, man, once again, I told you I got you guys. You know who's winning this race. New media. Told you Death Row East, believe in that. Ego's Army, believe in that. I mean, you see it. You see it. I mean, it's very apparent. And the funny thing is, it reminds me of the Eddie Hearn, Joshua Wilder situation. The fans see it. They know who said what when it was said. They seen Abel say, oh, it's all about the belts. And then now he's saying, oh, it's not about the belts. It's about Gennady's health. And he did an interview. He said something about Gennady's health we have to consider. And then now he's saying it's about what's best for him. But post-fight, Golovkin said, I got the video. Golovkin says, I want to fight everybody. Okay, fight everybody then. You were fighting 3-4 times a year at one point, so fight. Truth be told, I'd rather see him fight Charlo, his mandatory, over Canelo, because now we got to deal with meat and all types of shit. Like they fucking media day, they can't have steak at the luncheon and shit. Fucking around with the meat test, you know what I'm saying? They're doing meat commercials and stuff. So who cares? Like I'll watch the fight, but I'm not as interested, to be honest. Like, of course I'll watch it because I'm a boxing fan, but I literally would rather see Triple G versus a fresh face than Canelo. And the other thing is, to me, is Canelo is not even like a full-fledged middleweight. I don't even know how Canelo would do versus Jermall Charlo, Daniel Jacobs, Derevyanchenko. You know what I mean? He ain't really done shit at middleweight either. So once again, Triple G, he wants to go the money route, which, you know what I mean, that happens. I understand money and stuff. Money makes the world go round. But to me, it's still like you're fighting now I'm not saying Canelo's a pushover, but he's the guy. If you line up Daniel Jacobs, Boo Boo Andrade, and all them dudes, Billy Joe Saunders, he's probably the guy that is the shortest. You know what I mean? Probably has the shortest arms too. You know what I mean? So I'd rather, and then with the whole meat accusations, that fight can happen whenever, because it's already been tainted. Bars. You know what I mean? I would rather see him fight Charlo, to be honest, or one of them, someone like that. Oh, shout out to Orlando Chavez. See, and listen, I tell you guys, man, I don't forget these things. Ooh, a memory like an elephant. Shout out to E40. Orlando Chavez says Triple G ducked Andre Ward. I agree with that. Here's another thing. The people at that time where Triple G did not fight Ward, they said, no! Andre Ward is a weight bully! Why should Triple G move up to 168 to fight Andre Ward? Let him go film Creed! You know what I'm saying? They were angry. They were angry. And you know what? Their only justification for Ward not fighting Triple G at 168, Ward come down to 160 if he really wants to fight. Like, these motherfuckers not making 160. Right? And it was Triple G's team who said he could fight from 54 to 68. Their fault. Their problem. But anyway, the people who justified the Ward fight not happening before Ward moved up to light heavyweight, that was their talking point. They say he didn't fight Andre Ward because he wants to stay in the division and unify. You see how when you go against new media at some point, when you start listening to promoters and trainers and fighters, instead of going for what you really see, do you notice something? Do you notice that you guys always, the people that you vowed to protect end up shitting on you? Like Eddie Hearn talking about this Joshua Wilder. And we're going to get to that. Eddie Hearn's pops, Barry Hearn, told AJ he should stall out the fight. Stall him out, Debo. Once again, new media, another thing we were accurate with. So, you know what I mean? It's funny because you guys start trying to protect people and decide that you want to be right instead of going off of realism, being realistic off of what you see. And they end up shitting on you because everything that you stood up for, these points that they told you, that they fed you, I remember them. I remember when you said that. You know what I mean? And then now that they're saying something different, you're stuck defending a point that they're no longer defending. Right? You see how that works? Once again, slow it down. I just dissed you. We're going to do this like a battle rap. Once again, Triple G could have fought Andre Ward. He was down to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at 68 and Carl Froch at 68. Guy that lost to Andre Ward, and we know Chavez Jr. would have lost to Andre Ward. They talked about those two names, but I really feel Ward would have beat him. Either way, he beat Carl Froch in the Super 6. So you want to fight the guy that lost to Ward at 68, who's the power puncher, Mexican style, and you know what I mean, rugged and stuff like that. But you don't want to fight the technical guy. That shows me something. Styles make fight. They know what troubles Triple G. The whole justification from those fans were, why should he move up to 68? How can he duck someone at 68 if he fights at 160? That's what they said. They said that. They said, why should he fight Andre Ward? He's at 60. That's not a duck. And I'm like, it's still a good fight. Ward's calling him Lil G. This will give Triple G all the clout that he needs, because at that point, this was before Canelo, before Daniel Jacobs, before even Kell Brook. Triple G didn't have no bodies on his resume like a Ward. So that would have got you immediate. That would have got you the immediate season pass, the VIP pass. If you beat Ward, boom, you're automatically legitimate because you just beat Andre fucking Ward, and you were the guy moving up to do it. Shout out to D21519. We got to get to the money. $5 super chat. Hitless Ego. Mark Tandem needs that hot seat. Mark Tandem can wait. He can wait. I might not even give him the hot seat. I run this. Anyway, the whole justification for Triple G being willing to fight Carl Froch, and that was never really explained, why Triple G's team was willing to fight Carl Froch at 68 and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at 68. However, he didn't want to fight Ward. But the fans, they used the talking point, oh, it's not a duck. He doesn't fight at 68. Even though Triple G's team said he can beat anyone from 54 to 68. And at one point, Abel Sanchez said that guys at 75, like Adonis, Ward had already moved up to light heavyweight, and Kovalev, Triple G would beat all those guys. And we've yet to see him even move up one weight class. These are facts. But the main talking point that they had was he's at 60, Ward's at 68 at the moment. So he wants to legitimize himself. We shouldn't force him to move up a weight category when he's at 160. He wants all the belts. Now, in the words of 50 Cent, you gotta do something, baby. Because Abel Sanchez says it's not about the belts anymore. He says we don't think we're gonna get that last belt. So Abel Sanchez just shitted on your whole argument. Notice, study why I would be mad. Abel Sanchez also said a certain thing earlier this year about black fighters. He said black fighters pretty much fight in an unpleasing style. But then now in this current, he's not really saying that. How come? He recently said, oh yeah, if Charlo fights Daniel Jacobs, and the winner of that, if Jacobs wins or Charlo wins, now they've built their profile up for a Triple G. But they're both your mandatories, so why they got to do all that? It's open season. You guys are cornered. The jig is up. Why does Charlo have to fight Jacobs? Not that it's a bad fight, but if they're both mandatories for you as is, why they got to fight each other in some kind of like Mortal Kombat, you know, some Kumite type shit? If they're already in line to get you, if you want to keep your belt, why? Why would they have to do that? That doesn't even make sense. Kind of like what Dillian White is saying. He's saying, oh, Wilder, send me a contract that you promised to fight me. But the WBC ordered you to fight Luis Ortiz. So even if Wilder doesn't send this is what the WBC is telling you to do per their protocol and their ranking. Man, this shit is too easy, man. I'm about to wrap this up. This is too easy. Yeah, Wrench Mafia, that's all they can say. The black channels just don't like Triple G. Prove me wrong. Prove anything I said wrong. Let's go. And I'm not going to stay on here all day. So prove me wrong right now. Let's go. You dudes is trapped. I've already thought about everything. You dudes is trapped. There's no way out. It's like, you ever see a movie like this where the killer was trying to get out this and then he looks through the blinds? The fucking back door is surrounded by SWAT and everybody. Then he runs upstairs and then he like peers out the window. That's trapped. He looks through the peephole. They got someone everywhere. And he just fuck around and blows his head off because he's surrounded. That's what's happening right now. You're fucking surrounded. Like there's no way out other than the truth or suicide. And in this obviously, I'm not saying for anyone to commit suicide. That's not anything I joke about. But I'm just giving an analogy. And in this, suicide would be retirement. You just end your own career, just like someone would end their own life. So if a criminal's in here, oh, look out these mini blinds. Oh, fuck, they got me, the back surrounded. You look out the window over here, look at the people, you're surrounded. So the only way you do is you shoot yourself. You know what I mean? Like the Las Vegas shooter and shit. He killed himself because he knew he couldn't go nowhere but jail. They're onto you. They know what room you're in, the smoke alarms went off, all that shit. You know what I mean? So the only way to self-destruct this thing is to actually fight your way out, like go have a shootout with them, or retire, which would be like you just commit suicide. New media, we did this to you. Oh my God, let's go. And the thing is mind-boggling is Triple G's team said this is what they wanted. They were begging for Sergio Martinez to fight him. They were begging for Lil Cotto. Cotto's not that big. I've met him. He's not that big. You know what I mean? I've been next to Triple G, Cotto, Canelo, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. I've been next to all these. Jared Swift Heard, Demetrius Andrade, Vonis. I've been around all these, and I'm pretty good with the eye test. Cotto is not that fucking big. Period. And I really still think that Sergio Martinez, if it was like he had two capable legs, I think he would have beat Cotto. But it's neither here nor there. Props to Cotto. Anyway, Triple G was loving that. I got a picture of Triple G and Cotto. He looked tiny. So you was pressing for that. press Jamal Charlo like that. He'll oblige you. Yeah, but even though I'm big, I can still tell who's has some size to him. Conor McGregor didn't look like Cotto size. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter that I'm really big and tall. Because Conor McGregor didn't look that small. You know what I mean? Like Cotto small. I bet Kazakhstan is beautiful. Look. Look how small Cotto looks next to him. You see how small he looked? So, once again, this is what they said they wanted. Big, meaningful fights, big name fights, someone to man up and fight them. You got it. Demetrius Andrade, he moved up. He wants to work. Derevyanchenko wants to work. Billy Joe Saunders is saying, you can't just discount these guys. You can't just say, oh, Billy Joe's going to price himself out. Did you make a call? Has Tom Loeffler, so Tom Loeffler got on the phone. See, listen, this is how I know when it's real. Why would Abel Sanchez assume that Billy Joe Saunders is going to price himself out when all you have to do is make a fucking phone call or Loeffler or whoever? All you have to do is make the call. Why would you? Okay, that's like Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. Let's say that's like Joshua saying, oh, we're going to offer Wilder $42 million, but we know he won't take it with pay-per-view percentage. But we know he won't take it. You don't know he won't take it. You know what I mean? If you offered him $42 million plus a split, right? Plus like 35% on the back end, you have to actually offer him. And then if you offer him $42 million, 35% back end, and he says no, then that's something else. But in business, why would you assume that it's an automatic no? That's like some shit I used to do in I thought my mom was in a bad mood. I was going to see if I could spend the night with my friends. And I'm like, I don't even want to ask because I don't think my mom would let me. And then they'd be like, oh, just go ask. Just see if you could spend the night. And then to my surprise, I would ask my mom, hey, can I spend the night at Justin's house? And she was like, sure, go ahead. Leave me their phone number and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that was easy. You know what I'm saying? So why would you just assume that the answer is no? Why would I just assume that you know what I mean? You never know. I just assumed my mom was going to say no to me spending the night at my friend's house. But you have to find out. You have to research. You have to negotiate. You know what I mean? Abel Sanchez just telling you that Billy Joe Saunders is going to price himself out based on some shit he said in the media versus a completely different fighter, Daniel Jacobs. It's different. Daniel Jacobs, you have a lot to lose by fighting him, and he has less to offer you because he doesn't have a belt and he doesn't have the undefeated record like Golovkin. So you know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders might be willing to fight Triple G because the style matchup, he might like that better than Daniel Jacobs. Plus, Triple G offers his name, his undefeated record. You could be the first to blemish that. Plus, he has all those belts. These dudes are cornered, man. All these fans talking about Charlo got to fight Jacobs. If they fight, great. I'll support it. But they're both mandatories for Golovkin. So they shouldn't have to eliminate each other in order to get what they've worked for. And who cares? Oh, like Abel said something like, who's Charlo beat? Well, obviously he beat whoever the WBC told him to beat. Hugo Centeno Jr., a guy that Abel has used in sparring with Golovkin. So they beat who they had to beat to get the rankings. It's not my fault Derevyanchenko had to beat Toriano Johnson to become an IBF mandatory. It's not my fault that by beating Triple G's mandatory Jorge Sebastian Highland and Hugo Centeno, that gave Jamal Charlo, those wins gave him the mandatory spot for the WBC. It's not my fault that Jacobs, in beating Selesky, that gave him the WBA mandatory rights. Because, I mean, if you look at this in any division, Povetkin, who the fuck has he even fought? He ain't fought no one as good as Klitschko since Klitschko. Slow it down, I just dissed you. I'll repeat. Alexander Povetkin has not stepped in the ring with anybody as good as Klitschko since Klitschko. And I dare someone to try to argue this point. Name one person that he's fought that's better than Klitschko. Okay then. So that being said, he's the mandatory for, I think, 2 of Joshua's belts. By beating David Price, Marish Weck, I don't even know who he fought recently. I don't know you beat, I don't know you lost to. Johan Duhaupas, I don't know. But whoever he beat, David Price or whoever, that was enough. That was enough to get him in the rankings or a high enough ranking to beat Joshua's mandatory. So I can't control that, who he's fighting. Because David Price, like, listen, it would have, if Wilder, all he had to do was fight David Price to get an Anthony Joshua shot, I'm pretty sure he would have took that fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know how the rankings work like that. But these guys have all done whatever they needed to do to be up in the mix. So why they got to fight each other first? Exactly, modern day black murderers, bro. Let them fight each other and beat each other to shit and bruise and batter each other, while Triple G gets to pick Vanes Martirosyan off a 2-year layoff, a loss, moving up in weight, get a money fight with a small Canelo. You know, Canelo has mass to him, but he's still kind of small to me, stature-wise. I've been right next to the dude. He's still not that big. You know what I mean? He's like Floyd Mayweather size. You know what I mean? Daniel Jacobs ain't no fucking Floyd Mayweather size. You know what I mean? And neither is Demetrius Andrade. So it is what it is. It'll be very interesting to see what Triple G, and it's so funny because the only comments I was getting that were negative, I'm not hearing any of the same type of crazy comments in the live stream because they know the hot seat exists, and they'll get put on blast so fast. But like I said, just analyze what I'm saying. The people that were being as neutral as they could or whatever, they said, okay, that's fair. Triple G shouldn't be made to, because people don't want to fight him at 160. He shouldn't be made to go out of his division to fight Andre Ward, which would have got him instant gratification. If you beat a guy as great as Ward, pound for pound dude like Ward, they said he shouldn't be made and forced to go out of his division for greatness. You know what I mean? Just because other people are ducking him in his division. Plus, he wants all the belts. Now his team's saying that they don't want all the belts. They don't care. And listen, I'm telling you, look at what minority fighters have to do. And people get mad, oh, you're race baiting. Fuck you. I don't care what you have to say. Your opinion doesn't matter to me because you're not out here proving me wrong. You know what I mean? Look at Rigondeaux, for example. Yes, Lomachenko tore him out the frame, made him quit. We haven't heard from Rigondeaux since. Shout out to Rigondeaux, though. Shout out to Lomachenko. However, he still did it. He still dared to be great. Vanes Martirosyan still dared to come off the couch, 2-year layoff, coming off a loss, move up in weight, and fight this mythical dragon. You know what I mean? Kell Brook did the same. Moved up 2 weight classes, 13 pounds, stacked up some weight, hurt his eye in the process, daring to be great. Amir Khan did this with Canelo. We know, right? When is Triple G and certain fighters, when are they going to be the one that have to step up and rise to the occasion, move up to fight Gilberto Zordo Ramirez, a guy who's like clearly bigger than you and taller than you, fight Demetrius Andrade, an unexpected southpaw on last minute notice when you were training for a right-hander. You know what I mean? When do they have to do that? When do they? Rigondeaux did it. You know what I mean? Khan did it. I just named you all the people that did it. Vanes Martirosyan did it. Shane Mosley did it, right? He jumped up 2 weight classes for Oscar. See, I know my boxing. TC, The Crisis, $5 super chat. Facts on the double standard. Keep hitting them up, fam. This shit is too easy. This is like abusing an infant. You know what I mean? I might get charged for this. SIDS. Sudden infant death syndrome and shit. Shaken baby syndrome. Like, you guys are getting demolished. And all your little savior channels, where are they? Are they covering fights? Are they making money in this game? Are their opinions respected? Are their opinions being right? Do they know fighters on a first name basis? Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me. We the new wave. Death Row East, believe in it. I told you, I'm Ego Valley. I'm the dawn of this shit. And what happened, like I said, even the talking points. The talking point, you can't even use the talking points you were once using. You guys spend months or years or whatever, depending on how long the issue is going on, defending certain talking points, and then just to have the same person shit on you by switching up, and now you're like, oh fuck. It's just like let's say my boy is cheating on his girl, and he keeps switching up his lie. That's gonna fuck me up, because his girl, let's say his girl calls me. I'm like, hey, what's up, Rachel? Like, hey, you seen Craig? And I'm like, she said he said he was with you playing basketball. Like, yeah, we were just playing basketball. He said he had to go to 7-Eleven. And then if he switches the lie and it says something else, like, oh, he says they went to the miniature golf, then I can't keep up with his lies. You know what I'm saying? So I was vouching for the basketball lie. But then now the motherfucker switched up to miniature golf and bowling, and I can't keep up with that. Now I look stupid because I was sitting up here defending, like, yeah, we were playing basketball, and I'm lying for him, trying to cover him, and he keeps switching up his lie and getting caught up, and then I'm sitting up here trying to pick up the pieces. This is precisely what is happening to you guys. You guys are sitting up here picking up the pieces. Eddie Hearn feeds you some shit. What month is it? May? He feeds you some shit in March, then some different shit in April, and then May 1st, you know what I mean, something different. And then now you still defending March's point, and he's already switched from that. You know what I mean? Abel Sanchez told you some shit. Oh, why should we fight Ward? He's not a big enough name, and we want to stay at 160. Now he's not saying we want to stay at 160. He says Golovkin will never be, never, ever, forever, ever. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he'll probably never be undisputed. Then why did you tell people that your goal was all the belts if you knew you couldn't get one because Billy Joe wouldn't fight you? And the other thing is, how did you force Canelo to vacate his belt? Well, how can you pressure Billy Joe Saunders? If you see, that's why I don't believe that. I don't believe that you've tried to fight Billy Joe Saunders, because if you tried to fight Billy Joe Saunders, like, show the receipts. See, that's what people aren't doing. People are just saying shit. Eddie Hearn is saying, oh, the 50 million, maybe it's not real. Show receipts. There's some way you could show it without showing account numbers and you know what I mean, videotaping whole segments of shit. There's ways to prove this stuff. So you show receipts. If Billy Joe Saunders don't want to fight, show me something, an interview or something from Frank Warren that he's saying, yeah, we turned down the Golovkin fight because we don't want that work. It's not in his best interest. He's coming off an injury. Show me something. Abel didn't show me nothing. He didn't show me that they don't want the fight. He just said it. We're not going off of just what people say anymore. Listen, whoever's arguing with somebody named Kazakhstan Ya, why waste your breath? Their name is Kazakhstan Ya, and we're talking about a fighter from Kazakhstan, and I see some of the comments that they're saying, which is all excuses. Why new media, Eagles Army, we got to be better than this. Why argue with the motherfucker named you know what I mean? That's like, Golovkin is my boy is the username. Why would you argue with that, to be honest? Why would you argue with someone like that? You know they're not being real. You know what I mean? You know they're not coming from a neutral, respectable boxing stance. You know what I mean? And see, this is the funny thing is, I speak the truth on my channel. I speak the truth. My channel's not called Wilder Ego. But the motherfucker, oh, you're defending Wilder. I'm not defending, I'm telling you how I feel about. But imagine if my name was Boxing Wilder. Wild with boxing and shit. Like, why even waste the time arguing with some shit like that? You know what the Kazakhstan Ya. His name is Kazakhstan no Ya. You know what I mean? His name is Kazakhstan Ya. Like, you guys are going back and forth with this person. Do you really think they're being honest? I could burn this person in the hot seat. Okay. He says, you want me to put my fist on you, ego. Block him. See, I don't have time for the foolery. Just block him now. I was going to let him stay, but the motherfucker talking about touching me. Okay. Just block him. Get him out of here. Y'all are stupid. Some of y'all are stupid. Motherfucker talking about... Okay, if you really about that life, why would you ask a question? You want me to put my fist on you, ego? How is that a question? Either you gonna do something or you're not gonna do something. Who presents a question? Like this is fucking Jeopardy and shit. What is put my hands on you for 500, Alex? Fucking dweebs, man. You gonna ask a question. Should I put my hands on you right now? Engage in fisticuffs. The fuck? This ain't no movie. Fuck it. I challenge you to a duel. Is this what you want? Fuck out of here. I'm not playing with you, amigo Veli. He said you want me to put fist. I want you to get the fuck out the chat. That's what I want. And that's what my shooter did. Bow. Rockabye, baby. These motherfuckers is dweebs. Like I said, the dude talking about, I seen your ugly ass at the Golovkin fight, and it was not a pretty sight. Why are you telling me about it now? Why didn't you tell me when I was at the fight? Anyway, enough of the bullshit. This is how you know when we're killing. Because I'm not, like, I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't threaten violence. And these motherfuckers talking, should I engage in the fisticuffs? Do you want me to put my hands on you? Like, whatever. We. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know we killing. Motherfucker, they had no choice but to resort to, like, I guess, alleged violence or Twitter finger violence or whatever. Because they know they don't have no fucking points. The walls are closing in. Hopefully Golovkin and his team makes the right decision. I'm rooting for you, Triple G. Make the right decision. That's what this is about. I don't have nothing against Triple G, but hopefully he makes the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just assume Billy Joe Saunders ain't gonna fight you. Prove it. Show receipts. Where's the call? Where's the text message from Frank Warren saying, hey, we ain't fighting you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But this is what Triple G's team said they wanted. They wanted all the smoke, couldn't get it. Now there's people trying to give you the smoke. Like, this is why I like Errol Spence Jr. Because if Danny Garcia starts jumping bad and getting on every interview calling out Errol Spence, and what do you think Errol's demeanor is gonna be? If Errol Spence has been telling you, I'll fight Sean Porter, I'll fight Keith Thurman, I'll fight Danny, and then Danny Garcia is doing nonstop interviews talking shit about him, they have the same promoter, what do you think Errol Spence's reply would be? Call Al. Exactly. If I've been pushing for this, and then Danny Garcia is jumping bad on interviews, I know Errol, you know what I mean? Cool dude. He gonna be like, call out. Free smoke. Man down. That's what he's gonna be. That's his response. So hopefully that's Triple G's response. Same thing with Charlo. If Charlo's been calling out Triple G and Triple G is like, hey, no, that ass is grass. Hey, Jamel, that ass is grass. You know, I just like that ass is grass. So listen, when Max Kellerman was like damn near begging Triple G to call out names like corrupt, if post fight after Triple G knocked out Vanes Matarosa, the 154 pounder, coming off a 2-year lay, I know y'all don't like to hear it, but that's a fact. Coming off a loss, a 2-year layoff, and then Max Kellerman was like, "Wow, who do you want to fight, Triple G?" And then Triple G was like, "Hey, no, Charlo, Jamel, that ass is grass." Like, what do you think, Jamel? Man, y'all got me confused. It's late. I've been traveling all day. What do you think Jamal's response is gonna be to that shit? If Triple G, wow, Triple G, you just knocked out Vanes, wow. Like, And Triple G was like, no, Charlo lines only, talk shit now. Like, and he was like, his punches tick tick tick. If he's doing all this and calling out Charlo, this is what Charlo's been asking for. So what do you think Charlo's response is gonna be? Win, lose, or draw, we know what his response is gonna be. No, asses grass. Okay, and then be like, cool. Negotiate some prices. The venue, let's get it cracking. LSI, hashtag LSI, let's see it, gang. Oh my gosh. We taking over this motherfucker. So, I mean, Triple G, I was at his fight. He says, no, fight everybody. Okay, fight everybody then. That's what we want. We boxing fans. Only the dumbass idiot fans are the ones that protest. Who the fuck? Like, listen how dumb fans are. Like, I'm not even trying to just like call, because I know some of you, this might apply to some of y'all. But listen how dumb fans are. They're so dumb that they're trying to protest against themselves. I never heard of that. You're a fan and you're protesting against yourself. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, that Triple G versus Charlo, that's a good ass fight. No, it's not. What has Jamal done at middleweight? Why? You're protesting. So you're all good with Adama and Willie Monroe and whoever, Vanis. That's all gravy to you. But no, Jamal Charlo, a big middleweight who's talking shit, and him and his brother got this thing going on where they like feed off each other's energy, and they've been kicking ass, and he stopped people at 54 like J-Rock, who some people thought he could lose to. You're gonna protest that, but you didn't protest Vanis Matarosan coming off a 2-year layoff for loss and moving up in weight. You see how dumb this sounds? You guys sound retarded. Why? What has Jamal ever did at middleweight? He hasn't really done anything. He's not really done anything. Why should Jamal get an opportunity? So that's worth protesting. But Vanis Matarosan, hey, the guy who they can get wasn't me. Y'all crazy. Y'all had no problem with Triple G fighting Floyd Mayweather, a 40-year-old, you know what I mean, who's smaller and never fought at middleweight. You have no problem with that because you think Triple G has the best shot to win because he's big and he's powerful. But Jamal Charlo, why? What has he ever done? Man. And my thing is this, just keep it real from the gate. That's all I'm asking. Don't criticize Canelo for fighting a welterweight and then the same year you fight a welterweight. You fought Kell Brook, who and I even mentioned this back then. The motherfucker Canelo fought Amir Khan and the motherfucker Triple G fought Kell Brook. Y'all should have Freaky Friday'd that. Crisscross. Amir Khan should have been fighting Kell Brook. Y'all two welterweight motherfuckers fight. And then Triple G and Canelo, y'all should have fought. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you had crisscross. You had them mixing up fucking, what's it called? Musical chairs. Amir Khan and Kell Brook should have been right here with it. And then Triple G and Canelo could have fought. And then we would spare each other orbital bones being crushed and snot coming out of Khan's nose and disappearing for 2 years. Then we would have, you know what I'm saying? We would have skipped that whole chapter. Khan wouldn't, you know what I mean? There'd still probably be even more money for Khan versus Brook. Now you've seen Khan get knocked out brutally, and then he redeemed himself with Phil LaGreco, and then you've seen Kell Brook get stopped twice with both of his eyes getting battered in 2 separate fights. You know what I mean? So now that fight took a hit when they should have been fighting. But this is the business of boxing. It's a dirty game. But y'all got to be careful about who you trust and who you fuck with and who you don't fuck with. Because the ride get trippy. Now you got some friends that say your enemies. Man, I'm killing y'all. I already know, so I don't even care. I ain't even worried about it. And then he said he has a better resume than B-Hop. And y'all just allow it. Y'all don't care. Especially with a black fighter. Y'all really don't care. Yeah, disrespect him. Disrespect that monkey. He went to jail. He's probably not even an upstanding citizen. He went to fucking jail. You motherfuckers just say whatever. You know what I mean? They compare Lomachenko to Floyd and Pacquiao in 10 fights. Shout out to Lomachenko though, because he's at least fighting Linares and moving up this fight week. But y'all just accept it. So y'all could just play dumb and fall for the okie doke. But not me though. I already see what's going on. And like I said, the whole reason Golovkin, the whole fan excuse from the radical Golovkin fans to not fight Andre Ward was because Triple G wanted to unify. And now his own trainer is saying, hey, it's not all about the belts. We're not going to get the fourth one anyway. Then why did you tell us this? Why did you feed the public? Like, I don't know, motherfuckers have like Alzheimer's or something. Like they just don't remember saying what they said in boxing. But it's getting crazy. Like, you literally told the whole public it's about all the belts. So if you knew off rip, that you couldn't get all the belts because someone's afraid to fight you, then why did you tell us that it was all about all the belts? So to me, that sounds like a patsy, like they're trying to cover up in case he gets stripped. I'm like, oh, hey, we didn't, you know. It's like, I'm the king of analogies. It's like, let's say this girl I really like, and we're going out, and she wants to break up with me, and then I find out about it, so I hurry up and break up with her. That's what it's like. Like, fuck her, I didn't want her anyway. Like, you motherfucker, you broke up because she was gonna break up with you. That's why you did it. So that's what it seemed like. Like, Golovkin is on the verge of possibly being stripped if he doesn't fight the right fights, and fight mandatories and whatnot. So he's gonna hurry up and break up with the girl. Like, oh, we don't care about the belts. You know what I mean? Just because you said it real quick. Now when they strip you, like, oh, hey, I told you a couple months ago, I don't even care about the belt. That's what it reminds me of. They gonna break up. You had no intention of breaking up with that girl, and then all of a sudden you find out she's not happy and she's gonna break up with you. So you hurry up and break up with her. Or a job. You know what I mean? Like, you heard the job's gonna fire you. You're on your final warning. I quit. Fuck this job. You quit because you were about to get fired. That's what happened. What, you was stealing boxes? Outline bills. You're not man enough to fuck with me. You're not man enough to step foot in my world. Stop wasting my time. Ego is 100%. It's okay to disrespect blacks. Yeah. Tell me about it. Oh, he gonna cry in the car. Yeah, man. So it'll be really interesting to see what Triple G. And for the sake of boxing, I hope he decides the right thing. If he can't find out a middle ground for the IBF, fight your mandatory. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially when you criticize Canelo so much. You know what I mean? Why fight him? You said he's cheating and he's been cheating. Don't fight him then. Fight one of these other deserving guys that haven't been busted for cheating. See, that's a good point. Man, I'm destroying y'all. Let me stop. I might have to make a second channel. One to just destroy y'all even more, and then one to not destroy. Like, I don't know. But that's a good ass point. If you knew Canelo was cheating in the first fight, why'd you fight him? You knew he was cheating in the second fight. Why are you still trying to fight him after the fight gets canceled? Instead of one of the deserving guys. Jamal Charlo ain't been caught for cheating. Derenchenko ain't been caught for cheating. Demetrius Boo Boo, hey Boo Boo, he ain't been caught for cheating. So it's like, if that's how you see, that's how you know when people's their morals and stuff is not what they say. That's why I said just keep it real. Just be like, man, hey, the motherfucker might be cheating, but he got the most money to offer me. So it is what it is. I'll fight the dirty motherfucker. I would respect that. I would really respect that. I'd be like, okay, He likes his chances, dirty or not. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder did that. He said, I don't know if Luis Ortiz is taking nothing or whatever. I'll fight him anyway. I respect it. But don't just act like you're noble and above. Oh, it's not about money. It is about the legacy. I care more about legacy and the fans. You care about what everyone cares about. Aligning yourself with that pot of gold. Stop it. See, I don't front. I don't front at all. This is my full-time job. So, the super chats, I'm loving it. When I have a good month, I'm loving it. Because that's what, it's not that I'm money hungry, but that's what keeps things afloat. How could I cover multiple fights if I'm not making any money? You know what I'm saying? It's simple math. But I ain't never, like, some people try to get on here and act all fucking prim and proper and this is my charm school. I'm not doing all that. Listen, I got bills. I'm trying to make advancements with the channel. I travel. So, you know what I mean? Like, I rely on the success of my business, getting views. Some people, look at Ego. It's just about super chats and he all he cares about views. I'm not in this for the views. Well, then you bound to drizzle. Shout out to D21519, $5 super chat preach on. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, anybody who's claiming to do YouTube full time and they don't care about the money, then you're a fucking fool. Because if that's the case, why would you do a post-fight video? Why do people do post-fight videos immediately after the fight? What's the rush? If someone's like, I'm just trying to be the best reporter I can be. It's about honor. Yeah. It's honor. Like, okay. It's about honor. Okay. So if you cover a weigh-in and you get the footage, or Broner starts calling Leonard Ellaby a bitch ass nigga or whatever, why are you trying to rush to post it? Why don't you just take your time? Why you know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else, fight hype and everybody, like you racing against time, trying to upload your video quicker because it's a grind. You know what I'm saying? So anybody out there acting like they don't understand business. If you're claiming you do this full time and you're saying also claiming on the same note that you don't care about views, you don't care about super chats or doing well, then you're a fucking lie. Unless you on some real Floyd Mayweather shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you just so well off. But then again, if you're on Floyd Mayweather shit, who has time to do a multitude of YouTube videos? You know what I mean? Shouldn't you be traveling the world or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, I don't know. I would respect it more if Triple G's team just said what it was. If they were just like, yo, man, fuck all these other dudes that are dangerous fights with low money. We after the big bucks. Triple G, he's 36. I would at least, even if I don't agree, I would at least respect the honesty. It's like I told you, I didn't like what Keith Thurman did about the Errol Spence, but he let it be known you're not getting that fight this year. Keith Thurman told you, like, at first people were like, oh, what about Errol? And he's like, hey, you know, Errol is a good fighter and stuff. Then it's like he got sick of hearing about Errol, so he just said, not gonna happen, baby. 2018, you're not gonna see it. Like, he just let it be known. So from that point on, you had a choice. You can get mad, you can stay mad, but that's what it is. He at least kept it real. You know what I mean? He said, oh, my fucking elbow, I just got married, not gonna happen. Like, he just told you what it was. You know what I mean? So I just wish more people would at least be like that. You know what I mean? Like Chris Arreola, Deontay Wilder beat him up pretty good, and he said, man, he kicked my ass. Respect. I mean, what can you say to that? Brutally honest. Brandon Rios is like that too. He's super honest. He's like, oh, I got fucked up, I'm retiring right now. Like, he whether it's emotion or whatever, he just tells you what it is. Oh my God, I'm feeling so good for the Army. Man, support the real. Smash the like button. Someone said, "Dear Ego, I want Triple G versus Wade too." Where's Wade? Has he fought since that fight? Okay, last thing, I'm gonna get off. I haven't even settled in at home. I just wanted to tap in with y'all. But the last thing is Barry Hearn. I guess he's new media now too, because he's been telling you what I've been telling y'all. And like, this is what I'm saying. You guys play dumb, play the role, and then the people you're trying to defend don't end up supporting the stuff you've been arguing for. You're all in the chat rooms, all in the video, defending certain points. Yeah, Anthony Joshua's side really wants to fight. It's Wilder who doesn't want it. Right? This is what y'all saying. And then they just keep dropping more and more things that go against what you talking about. And you wonder why we still grow. Why we the super chat kings, the stream kings, and the channel keeps thriving. Hey. So Eddie Hearn's pops, Barry Hearn, did an interview with the Daily Mail, and he says that it's up to Joshua, but I'm going to paraphrase, it's up to Joshua, but he believes that basically AJ should stall out the Wilder fight. So what could you say? Like, now, are you gonna find some way to blame Wilder again for this? Look, what does that say? I ain't gotta read it. Y'all tell me. What does that say? Look. So in the words of Tupac, that's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. I'm destroying them. This shoots down, once again, like I've been telling y'all whole argument. The title is Anthony Joshua should wait for a little while before fighting Deontay Wilder, says Barry Hearn. And it's an exclusive interview. That's telling you everything you need to know. Barry Hearn was in it before Eddie Hearn, because that's Eddie Hearn's dad. So he was doing the whole Matchroom thing and the promoting thing before Eddie Hearn. So you don't think Eddie Hearn and his pops are in cahoots as to how they want to run Matchroom? And he's telling you out of his own mouth in an interview, a UK-based company, Joshua should wait for a little while before fighting Deontay Wilder. So find some kind of way to flip this on Wilder. Fuck the 50 million. Is the 50 million real or artificial? Is it monopoly money? Throw all of that. Fuck Wilder should fight Dillian White, and Gerald Miller should fight Povetkin. Throw all of that. Let's hear these same stupid motherfuckers in the comment section find a way to talk themselves out of this without distracting, without bringing up what Wilder did, what windmill Wilder, what windmill. Like, just answer to that. That's all I want to hear. You guys have the floor for the next. See, I'm gonna put you on a timer because I don't have all day. Y'all got 1 minute. I ain't gonna say nothing. I want to hear y'all. So defend that. Eddie Hearn's dad, who's of Matchroom, says in the article, a UK-based article, UK-based company, that Joshua should wait. Joshua should wait to fight Wilder. You gotta do something, baby. Look, I got y'all on the timer. Oh, y'all ain't got nothing to say? Y'all ain't got nothing? 9, 8, 7. You're out. So how's it Wilder's fault? Why should it shouldn't take that long to type? I mean, y'all can't type a response in a minute. Look, we got a hot seat. I'm giving you one shot to answer. He says you're a Wilder fan. He says you're a Wilder fanboy. End of. His name is Kaz Lum. Okay, so what about that makes me a Wilder fanboy? Because I'm speaking the truth? How does that make me a fanboy? What did I say that was a fanboy? You got one response. And you got 15 seconds. Kaz Lum. You see, y'all not going to just come up here trying to throw dirt on my name. I just showed you proof, and once again, it gets redirected to me. So what did I say that's a fanboy? Hot seat, get beat. See how they try to redirect the energy? Because they don't have nothing to say. You did it. But Wilder, he windmill. Where's Kaz Lum? Someone count down from 10. We're not waiting. I'm a Wilder fanboy, but you still have not been able to answer and explain why. And you have not answered to that. I gave y'all a minute. We all seen it. And then you wait till the timer goes off. And then you start typing dumb shit. See, this is the type of cowardly stuff from the fans. You wait. I gave you a minute to disagree. And I showed everybody the timer. You wait till the time elapses. And then you're like, oh, yeah. And then you start talking shit. So cliche. Block him. Wrench Mafia, one of y'all. Kaz Lum. He's out of here. We waited too long. Get Kaz out of here. Kaz Lum. Casualty. That's your new name. Casualty. You're a Wilder fanboy. End of. Okay, you're out of here. End of. Get Kaz Lum. Casualty. That's his new name. Another one bites the dust. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I know what's happening. I know it. That's what I say. They always try to redirect it. Triple G is under pressure to make the right choice to fight a tough challenge. Ego, you're a bitch, or you did this, or Barry Hearn saying this. Somehow this is my fault. This is my fault. I didn't write this article. I didn't interview him or nothing. And he says he should wait a little while. But you guys said it's not Team Joshua. You said this is all Wilder's doing. So find a way to spin that into Wilder. So Wilder, he got his Alabama hoodlums to threaten Barry Hearn, and they coaxed him and forced him to say this. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if one of you clowns say some stupid shit. Here, I'm going to end with this quote. I have a meeting with Anthony Joshua on Tuesday with Eddie before Eddie goes off to New York. The decision is numbers. It's a numbers game, and it has nothing to do with boxing. It's purely to do with that's what you get if you fight Alexander Povetkin. That's what you get if you fight Gerald Miller. That's what you get if you fight Deontay Wilder in England. That's what you would get if you fight Wilder in America. And I don't fight, so it's your call because you're the governor. You're running heavyweight boxing. First of all, you got a counter offer, which is what Team Joshua said they wanted, an offer from Wilder. So why are you still talking about fighting the UK? They said in America, no rematch clause. Strike one. Strike two is, why are you giving him all these scenarios that are obviously trumped by unification? Especially Gerald Miller, because he's not even a belt holder or a mandatory, right? Second of all, how are you going to act like in any form or fashion that it's possible that Joshua will make more money with anybody else other than Wilder. He just got offered $50 million, 50% cut of the back end. There's no way that I would believe that he would make more money fighting Gerald Miller or Alexander Povetkin. Because you got to look at it. Alexander Povetkin versus Wilder was almost a thing. And the amount of money that was put up was like $7 million in change. So I know Russia has a lot of money and there's a lot of people out there that, you know what I mean, investors and stuff. But are they offering a $50 million guarantee? And then even if they are offering a $50 million, would a fight like that for beating David Price, you know what I mean, that's Povetkin's most recent work, would that generate more money on the back end pay-per-view wise than Wilder? No. You guys are getting slaughtered. So how are you going to say you're going to outline all these numbers, but I'm not even the smartest brother in the world. You don't even have to be great with math. No matter what math you tell me, how can he make more money fighting anybody else than Wilder? Even Tyson Fury. I mean, because Tyson Fury, he's fighting a tune-up. You know what I mean? So who knows when he'll be eligible to he already has a date locked in. So when is he going to fight Joshua? And again, is there anyone who's backing Tyson Fury to the point where they're going to put $50 million up for Tyson Fury? I mean, for Joshua only. You guys are getting crushed. This is embarrassing. So even if Barry Hearn presents all these various scenarios about you get this much if you fight Gerald Miller, you get this much if you fight Povetkin, you get this much of Wilder in America, this much Wilder in the US or in the UK, none of those numbers are going to be more than fighting Wilder when they just offered you $50 million plus 50% of the back end. And it's going to be a success based on, like, Povetkin's not a trash talker. So we know Wilder's going to outdo him in that department of building up a fight because he has that you know what I mean, southern loudmouth charm or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You guys are getting murked. This is not even, like I said, Mayweather Gotti. This is not even pretty. But they'll try to find some way. Oh, and here's the other thing. The last thing, too, is what Barry Hearn said. Hey, he's going to outline all the numbers. How can you outline every single number when some of those would be pay-per-view fights and you don't really know what these fights are going to generate until they actually happen? If every businessman could know what investments would generate exactly how much, everybody could have a forecast or an estimate, but you don't know how much everything is going to do, because if that was the case, then no one would ever make dumb business choices. No one would ever take a loss because they're soothsayers and they could just predict how much everything would generate. Hey, if I invest in Blockbuster Video, I'm not going to lose my money. You know what I mean? If everyone could just forecast everything to a T, then there would be no losses in business. So I don't even understand how he's going to outline how much money Joshua will make with Wilder in America, how much money Joshua will make with Wilder in the UK, when you don't really know what the fight will do. I'm out. Shout out to y'all, new media. I told you, this year I'm working hard, damn hard. Support the real Eagles Army. I'm back in the Bay. I told you, Death Row East, believe in it. Smash the like button. The God signing out. I am the Pharaoh.